Well, welcome to our Wednesday encouragement today. I have a question for you. What is your most hated home chore? A lot of you are probably thinking today, shoveling snow. But think about that. We'll come back to it in a minute. You might be able to guess what mine is. Well, I do want to remind you of a few things coming up at Cherry Avenue Christian Church. We were supposed to have our special night out event tonight, but the weather has rescheduled that. It will be Monday the 21st, same time, but we're going to do that next Monday the 21st. On Sunday evening, I hope you'll join us for our candlelight service. It's going to be a wonderful night of music and singing, and I really hope that you'll start your Christmas celebrations with us at the candlelight service Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Also, our new senior minister, Steve, is going to be here on December 27th to preach, so that's great. I will be on vacation, so we won't have the online Bible study or the Wednesday encouragement until January, but we will pick up with those then. And we're excited to have Steve here on the 27th. And on New Year's Eve, we're going to usher in the new year with a prayer vigil. We're going to start at noon with a prayer service in the auditorium, and from 12:30 to midnight, we're going to have people praying continually. We'll have an online sign up where you can reserve a time slot, and you can pray wherever you are. We'll have the church building open from until about 5 o'clock if you'd like to pray here. But we just want people to pray wherever you are. We don't care where you are. So you can sign up at our website at the link below, whichever. And we want to start this next year, bathed in prayer. And starting January 5th, we're going to have a 6-week ladies' Bible study on Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m. in the fellowship hall. The topic is going to be forgiving what you can't forget. Discover how to move on, make peace with painful memories, and create a life that's beautiful again. So if you haven't signed up for that already, just call the office or email me, and I'll get you signed up. Well, how many of you enjoy yard work? Stuff like raking leaves. I see 2 hands. And let me tell you, in Christian love, both of you are nuts. A couple of days before the city was coming to pick up the leaves on our street, Christy and I got up all the leaves. Now, mind you, this was a week after we had paid one of our industrious teenagers at church to get them up the week before. And he spent the entire day getting rid of the first wave of leaves and getting those out to the street. But since I'm not Steve Bezos or Bill Gates, we did the follow-up round ourselves. And we had the yard looking perfect Friday afternoon. You couldn't find a leaf in our yard with a magnifying glass. And when I woke up the next morning, I looked outside and I told Christy, don't even look, you'll cry. It was covered again. I don't know why God created deciduous trees. Sure, they provide oxygen and shade, and kids can climb in them and hang tire swings from them, and you can put up a hammock between 2 of them. But, other than all that, what good are they except to keep filling our yards with leaves every fall? And not all at once, so you can get them up once and be done with it. Oh no, it's all day, every day, for months. I'd give real money for a device that you could attach to a tree and just make it drop all of its leaves at once. You could put down a big tarp, buzz the tree, and watch all the leaves fall, drag them to the street, and be done with it. I'd love to get one of those big mowers with the leaf-sucking attachment and just get them all up as I ride in comfort. But my yard is that size where it's big enough that it collects a lot of leaves, but it's way too small for one of those big riding lawn mowers to be worth the cost. I did break down and buy a gas-powered backpack blower. 250 miles per hour of blowing velocity. And if there's one thing I know, as much as I hate yard work, there's one immutable fact, that you can get a man to do things he hates to do as long as there is a big power tool involved. And you can get him to work and do those things as long as you've got that. And that thing does a great job, but it's at a cost. I think the way I feel about those leaves is kind of like how God feels about the sin in our lives. He washes them away, and then they just pile up again. And he forgives and cleans them up, and they just keep coming. Now, hopefully they dwindle down over time as we become more Christ-like, but they just never seem to stop. And I know I feel that way about my sin. Jesus came to earth to provide forgiveness that's there for a lifetime. But the cost was huge. And thankfully, he paid it for us. That's what we celebrate his birth as we celebrate Christmas. We celebrate the coming of the one who paid the price for our sins. And that's a thought for joy. Now, if I could just do something about those leaves.